3. Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. We're going to jump into charts for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, Bitcoin is pulling back. I closed my trades a few hours ago because I see inverse head and shoulders. Head and shoulders, which is a bearish pattern. So I'm being defensive, protecting my capital, and I'm nearly all in cash. The only thing I have right now is Google and a bit of Nvidia. The rest is almost all cash. Some mint, some altcoins, seed investments that I can't sell or won't sell, and then the rest is just cash. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into technicals. Remember, if you make gains with me, hire social media marketers to push messages of peace and anti-war and protect the nature. Count getting a bit of a hit. I closed my Bitcoin position around the same position we are now. You can see where I was buying it. I bought at 112, 111, 110, and then I closed it at 111. Funding fee gone positive, but I closed it because you can see here there's a head and shoulders forming. We'll jump into the technicals. I'll show you more clearly on the technicals. Tesla was up yesterday a little bit. Google was up 2%. Google's the only thing that's continuously growing because PE ratio. The rest are overbought. Nvidia having some drop yesterday and then just flat today. Nasdaq flat. Bitcoin dropping 2%. Ethereum down 3%. World 3%. Uni 4%. The rest of the market just getting hit. Bitcoin 110,700. I closed my position because this head and shoulders on the hourly and 4 hourly, shoulder, head, shoulder. If this breaks down, we move the distance of the head, which if you measure it here, target would be 104. And then when we zoom out, it's playing out in my bigger pattern. You can see here this rising wedge, which is actually a bearish pattern rising wedge. Builds pressure, and breaks down. Target of that rising wedge would be all the way to 73. I hope it doesn't drop that much. On the weekly, stochastic is heading down. Squeeze mob is going to the red. Bitcoin indicator bot still a blue buy from 20k, hasn't fired a red sell. Bitcoin indicator bot fired a sell at 124 like 10 weeks ago, didn't fire a buy yet. It was a good call on the Bitcoin indicator, but it's just been chopping and wrecking everyone the whole time. On the daily, you can see that head and shoulders, and there's a bigger kind of like just rounding top formations. It's rounding top, rounding, not the opposite. The opposite would have been like down here, like at 75k. You can see it was like rounding bottoms or trying to, you see, different patterns. This one is like kind of rounding tops. Then when you go in the 4 hourly, head and shoulders on the 4 hourly. On the 1 hourly, big head and shoulders. You can clearly see it. Target 104. But X marks the spot at 102. But then it's going to be dangerous because that rising wedge. So not the best for Bitcoin. Let's go into Ethereum. Actually, no. I'm not trading Ethereum now. Too high, too choppy. The only things I like are Google at the moment. It's still bull flagging on the daily. You can see it has a bull flag, and it looks like that bull flag is going to break out. And I think a lot of people, I've been saying this for many years, Google is better than the US dollar. And I think a lot of people are going to start realizing that, and Google is going to be a safe haven because of AI, Google Maps, YouTube. And if we draw out the distance of this bull flag, target is 348. It's not connected to any trade wars. It's already banned in China, Google. So 348. PE ratio is golden. You can see here their PE ratio is still good. It's PE ratio is 26 times, which is close to the golden 20 ratio. Also, you can see another thing. They made last quarter $196 billion in revenue, $28 billion in profits, 29%. The quarter before, $89 billion in revenue, $34 billion in profit. And the last year, they made $349 billion in revenue and 100 billion profit. The year before, 300 billion in revenue, 73 billion in profit. So their revenues are growing. So I think Google is the only thing that I like right now. Maybe TON, but it got wicked down to 50 cents. The rest of the market is a bit choppy. Alts have been just getting annihilated. Bitcoin, I would set a trade at 102. But then it can break down. So I'm gonna actually cancel. I have it 102, but then if that hits, it could form that bigger rising wedge. I'm going to take out, I'll leave these lower end trades, 75, 63, 101 I'll remove. Ethereum Uni, I've got at $4.80, TON at $1.80, Ethereum 3,300, World 60 cents. You can see all the buys I have laddered down, and they're just kind of low order buys. And I also closed out the trade on WeX as well. I closed out the trade on WeX because of that drop as well. Both trades were slightly in the red, unfortunately. And I've got trades on WeX orders at Ethereum at 3,300, Bitcoin at 108, and Bitcoin at 101. It's not looking too good for the market, to be honest, but I'll keep this short order on Bitcoin, 108. Let's see, I'll just try and catch it for a bounce. Say we get a bounce off 108. But no, this head and shoulders forming looks like target is 104. But we had support at 108. Strong support, so we should be getting a bounce there, a little bit of a bounce. So I'll take 108, and then I'll just take profit at 110. So this, got that trade at 108, and then I'm going to make it take profit at 110. So just be a short-term bounce trade, which would make me only $200 profit. But confirm, I'll take that one. Just a small trade for a bounce. The rest of the market I'm staying out of except for Google. Join us in the Telegram. There's 212 of you online. People discussing, sharing charts. They're turning bearish as well. I've seen the community be a bit bearish also. Bitcoin head and shoulder formation. Oh, and the Bitcoin dominance. People discussing. You can join them in here. 212 of you online, and all the links are down below. Bybit 60k bonus if you biggest exchange, second biggest exchange in the world for trading. I use it a lot. And if you want to be private and KYC free, WeX $200 bonus sign up. Anyone in the world can trade on WeX, and join us in the Telegram. There's 9,000 traders in there. That's my updates in the market, everyone. I'm being defensive pretty much in Google and Nvidia only, and I'm only in a little bit of Nvidia, more into Google. Google's still heading up. I might add more into Google. The rest of the market I don't really like at the moment. All overbought on the stocks. Tesla, Nvidia, Bitcoin is overbought, heading down. Altcoins, some are good. TON, Uni, World, like they're very oversold, but right now alts aren't having the best time. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. If you make money from my lessons, learn, apply it across. You protect your capital. Rule number 1 by Warren Buffett, protect your capital. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.